And welcome back to the Lock Around the Clock for Week 5. I know, a quarter of the way through the season, and we are on fire here at Geno Productions. As a matter of fact, last week we went 2-0-1 ATS against the spread, and we're a blistering 9-3-1. Yes, one push ATS, 75% on the year so far. So we're looking to go another 3-0 this week. We're looking to do some serious damage. But before we get to that, let's get to my good friends and sponsors at LouDogs.com. Go to LouDogs.com today. Find out whether the hottest handicapping site on the web. Check out their free rolls. Also, check out their free bets. You can make free bets, which is pretty cool. Go check it out. Find out for yourself at LouDogs.com. Now, moving forward to this week's bets. This week's locks, we have at 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock lock. The Cleveland Browns are coming to the New York Giants to play the Giants at MetLife Stadium. They're getting 9.5. The line has been coming down. It started at 11. I really love this matchup. Again, the Giants at home giving a crazy amount of points for them, because whenever they're home and they're playing against a team like Cleveland, they generally play down to the level of that team, and they'll do it again this year. We've seen it with Miami. We've seen it with Seattle. Teams that have come in and just utterly upset the apple cart in Giant Stadium on the Giants. This game here, you got Trent Richardson, who has had a touchdown every week. He's played against some very tough defenses, especially with Baltimore. He's held his own. He moves the chains. He controls the tempo of the game. The Giants are not going to be able to come out against this Browns defense that's slightly underrated and just throw all over the place or run all over the place. It's going to be a very slow-moving game, very defensive game. I look for Richardson to take control. Take the 9.5 points with Cleveland. That's the 1 o'clock lock. 4 o'clock lock, we have Buffalo traveling out to San Francisco. In this series, the team that has been away has been the victor and covered in almost all the games in the last 7 meetings between these two. Most recently, San Fran went out to Buffalo and covered. It was like a 10-7 game a couple years ago. It was very lame. I look for this game to be the same. You're going to see both of these teams are defense-mounted teams. Buffalo's will start to come back a little bit in this game. I think they're going to control the pace of the game by running the ball. And I know that's hard to say against San Fran. Their defense is very good, especially against the run. Have not allowed a lot of 100-yard rushes, if any, in the last 2 years. But they do have Spiller. They do have Jackson back in that backfield. They should be able to wear them down a little bit. This isn't like the Jets. Jets who have no quarterback, no running game, lost the receiver, had no defense. San Fran went out and just demolished them. This is going to be a different game. Look for the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills, believe it or not, have a pretty decent spread against NFC teams, and especially on the road. Look for the Bills to cover the 10 points in this game. 8 o'clock lock, we like New Orleans against San Diego. We like the over. Yes, I've been hitting the over with New Orleans. They've gone over the mark 3 out of the last 4 meetings. This game, 3 out of 4 games this year, New Orleans. Their defense still isn't there. I know Phillip Rivers only threw for a little over 200 last week. Look for that to change because he's playing against Drew Brees and the Saints, a team that can put up points. It's not Kansas City where they even let up 20-something points, and that was in a mostly garbage time. Look for San Diego to put up some points this week. Look for Phil Rivers to throw a lot to Gates, M80. Look for the running attack to do very well against this New Orleans defense. Also, look for New Orleans to play very well against this team, against the San Diego defense that's not all there yet. I expect a lot of points to be up on this board between these two teams. Go for the over. It's 53. It's been coming down a little bit, but I see no reason for it to go well over that point. It's gone over the mark, like I said, 3 out of 4 times, all 50-plus points. Those are your locks around the clock for this week. Next week, look for me to be live on the road in Hotlanta for the Raider-Falcon game. I will be live. You'll see, not live, it'll be video, but it'll be from Atlanta, not my studio. Also, check me out at GenoT32 on Twitter. And that's it. Till next week, take it to the book, take it to the bank, and as always, you take it easy.